Hello, everyone. This game in VR, that is interesting. It might be pretty interesting, however, there are worlds in VR that are like much higher detail, even if they're smaller, but there are also really large worlds too. I'm sure eventually, maybe, there will be like a pretty substantial, like, VR, I don't know. Maybe, it could be copium, but you never know. Even if just for a little bit. Well, here we are. Another day of Final Fantasy. I believe I am really close to being in the second expansion. I've been doing like a bunch of the MSQ towards the end of ARR or at the end. And David, it's certainly been a day. And Sertoff may not be here, but I hope they enjoy the rest of their day off. Time to unwind and love. Yeah, oh yeah. Once the questing actually starts, it'll just be literally running around, turning in, accepting, defeating over and over as I continue to grind the MSQ on my way to raids and dungeons and more of the sort of late content that I look forward to. But at the same time, I do enjoy the experience, even if I'm just turning in and, running around and doing a bunch of quests. Now, the one big thing though is hoping that the game doesn't crash. As I have been experiencing like total computer crash sometimes when I'm playing this game. I've been doing different troubleshooting techniques and different methods to rectify it. One thing I am trying hard not to do, because I did experience a crash even after doing it, is putting it to 60 frames, 60 FPS. I personally really like it not being that. I like this buttery smooth gameplay. Hello, Master Spire. But hopefully, some of the things I did makes it so the game doesn't crash. And I see I have some mail, so I'll go ahead and block the screen for that, see what that is. Yeah, that is interesting, Jossie. So I don't know. There's tons of different steps for me to go through, and I've gone through a decent amount, and I will continue to go through more until I resolve the issue, and hopefully I already have, and it no longer has a problem. The streams remind you of Adult Swim. That's pretty wild. Seems like a pretty interesting thing. Okay, 1 moment. I probably won't talk about specific tech specs and whatnot, like on stream. I guess it's not like a big deal, but Okay, one moment. Seeing what the noodle mail is. Oh my goodness. From Marauder. They made like a angel head, a bathtub, and a magic broom. I do have a magic broom, so I might send that back. But the bathtub, that's amazing. I don't even know if I can put that in my apartment, but maybe I can. Thank you, Marauder. Oh, it's a rock. Yeah, I can see how it's a rock or a head. That's interesting, David, about the Helldivers. The same bathtub you have in your house. Interesting. This one didn't have like a wall though. I don't know, so I'll have to check it out. Thank you again, Marauder. I also have the kotatsu to set up in the apartment. The one inside? Oh, I see, not outside. Okay. Yeah, I will say that when I've had a crash, usually it's just in a mundane sort of town or city area when I'm playing Triple Triad, or I'm literally just walking forward. Like I tried to mount up one time right here and then boom. And it usually results in like a computer restart. Although this time, last time, I noticed a buzzing sound. But yeah, I have been doing a bunch of troubleshooting and whatnot, so following a bunch of tips and whatnot. Okay, well, time to get started. Oh, nice. Yeah, I see. About the Battlefield 6. 6. Yes, I don't have my sword on my back today. Oh yeah, the gameplay right now is so quiet because I have the music turned off. But here in a little bit, I'll turn it back on. Kind of nice just hearing the calm ambience. That's interesting, Johnsy. Yeah, the soundtrack. The music in this game is really nice. Sometimes though, I like to kind of experience it in a quiet way. Oh, Mirror's Edge, like ambient music. Oh yeah, it goes well with fishing or cooking. I believe that for sure. at this point. It's just like a gentle journey of accepting and turning in quest after quest. I've wasted all this time trying to get closer. I could already have flown there. Oh wow, you can teleport to the gate? What the heck? That's so cool. I did not know that. Wow. Corpus. Hello, Devin. For those that really enjoy the story, my gameplay must be brutal. I will say. Yeah, I've already said it so many times, so it's really not worth mentioning it again. What made me say that? Just because I skip so much of the cutscenes and read like zero dialogue unless it's like functional dialogue. And even then, sometimes I miss that. But I try not to miss too much of the functional dialogue. Everyone's so edgy. Wow, level 2. Oh my. Wow. Oh, Santiago. Also, I believe we've put a bid on a free company house. So that's exciting. Everyone like really came together and raised a lot of gil in the Grand Company chest. I know I've been a little upset a bit. In many places like the Discord or here on Final Fantasy, and even like the Blue site, YouTube comments. It's been a lot processing and dealing with. You enjoy it as canon, but some people's summoned carbuncles tend to go rogue. Always funny to see Ataru's carbuncle cameos. Interesting. They go rogue as in like they run off or they change color. Everything has its seasons, yeah. Well, you know, things are continuing to progress. Whether it's additions, upgrades, all sorts of like big progression things. This is fun, how you said. Oh yeah, I guess so. It's a nice time for a little walk on the beach. That's interesting, Cassie. Well, in addition to like, all the different things I'm working on with OVT and whatnot, I am in the process of basically like, moving stuff is always a process, not just physically, but financially and logistically. And so I am just dealing with all of that. And although there can be very positive things that come from such experiences, oh, wow, you can doze while sitting down. Interesting. I don't think you can lay down. Maybe there's a name out for like actually sitting, like laid out, but probably not. You probably have to use like a lawn chair or something. That's interesting, Jossie, about the carbuncle. Oh wow, that's pretty nice. Although I don't think you can lay down. Maybe you can. Oh wow, this worse as a bed. That's amazing. Oh, okay, what the heck? I'm gonna switch to G mode. Actually, I haven't been in G mode in a while. Or G pose. Standard methods. Oh yeah. All of this stick with the standard method. This is a pretty cute bikini. And the colors are pretty nice too. I wonder what other poses there are. This game was made for you. This is really sweet. Oh my goodness, what the heck? I haven't even seen these. I'm not in G pose, so I can't really turn the camera well, but wow. Well, the beach world in VR does have ambience, but I didn't use any of the ambience when I was filming, or like in the final video. Okay, there's three. There's only three. Okay, well that was pleasant. Now it's time to return back to the MSQ. He said the amount of hours he spent furnishing your home and fashion in this game is not funny. Well, it's certainly a part of it. Can you swim? Let's see. There you go. And the answer is that. And you can slow swim too. Wow. I bet you didn't expect a nice, serene nighttime swim at the start of the stream. You almost died in the raid. Oh my goodness. You have to stay focused. You unlock the ability to dive in the Stormblood expansion? Wow, that's pretty neat. Oh, this water out here looks a little dark and a little foreboding. There's even a shark out there, what the heck? Okay, we made it to this little island. Oh man, that is pretty beautiful. You're a little sharky. I'm just gonna go for a little ride. Just grab their fan and hang on. Oh wow, you can use your sprint to swim faster, what the heck? That's incredible. I'm gaining on them. I'm really surprised you can swim out this far. Oh my. Okay. I definitely didn't expect this. Okay, now we're going out into the ocean, what the heck? Okay. Invisible wall. Okay, we're so far from shore. Oh my goodness. Let's get the heck away from there. I run like a lizard. What the heck? Okay, now we're in a little bit calmer spot. Yeah, go ahead, float. Wait, how do you float? Oh, water float, okay. Nothing like a night swim with a shark, yeah. I do have scales, that's a good point. Unfortunately, I can't tilt the camera further back. Oh my goodness. Amazing. What the heck? What the heck? Let's see if I can join. Oh my goodness. Maybe like this. Somehow I'm floating. What the dog doing? Wow. Reminds you of cyberpunk? Interesting. This is so nice. It's crazy. Tentacles kind of deep. Wow. I didn't say that you did. Well, Bruiser, technically hanging out in VR chat is like hanging out sort of in like IRL. If you feel like you don't have restrictions or boundaries, then you just have to determine them. Like, you don't have to do things you don't want to do and whatnot, or you don't feel comfortable with, or if you don't like what people are talking about, or just find the vibe to be kind of off-putting, you can sort of move on or leave the situation. Peer pressure to still exist and whatnot. You think that VR chat may have some weird people? I would argue that life itself has some weird people. And some of us here are certainly not an exception. Okay, well, now it's time. Time for our nighttime stroll as we go to our bungalow. I like how the stream title is "The Grind Never Stops," and yet, if since you came in. It's just been like your relaxation. Yeah, I think you would enjoy VR chat. It just really depends on the mindset and expectations you have. The tail is a part of the character. Look, Laura. Denied. I actually have no idea. What is that? I don't know if that you can actually have a room here. What is going on here? Okay. It's time. So also, I got a bunch of the glow sticks from the event, the Little Ladies Day. I did it with Jossie, Shaka, Unknown Hazard. So I have decorations too to put in the apartment. And I got some t-shirts, which apparently, I don't know how the other one is like glamored, but maybe I glamored over it. That's interesting. Ocean's 11, the resort casino. I've never seen Ocean's 11. I'm glad, Anthony, that helped you be relaxed. Yeah, with a lot of VR chat is certainly individuals and groups like sticking to friend groups and whatnot, which does lower some chances of like connecting with new people through public lobbies, because it's kind of like a bunch of bad apples ruin it for the rest. Because at one point in time, almost every player may have been a normal public user, public lobby sort of player. Unless they already came to VR chat with a group of friends. Or I said, is anyone here? What do you mean? Oh my goodness, not here. Yeah, we did. We did a bunch of glow sticks. I have screenshots too from when we were hanging out in Limsa. Sleep well, Bruiser. Okay, let the combat begin. I'm scared. These are lower level though, so it's really like nothing, like no big deal. I'm still doing a bunch of catch-up. I turned down the music a little bit. Yeah, that woke you up alright. I have to keep you on your feet. I think I just saw someone fly by on a shark mount. Like a robotic shark mount. A sea snack, yeah. What if you could G-pose? Oh wow, you can literally G-pose while fighting. What if it literally freezes time? That's crazy. You thought you were getting attacked. Oh my goodness, Marauder, that's funny. I was reading what they said in the Free Company chat. Isn't that a monster in Monster Hunter? Very similar. The single piano key. Or like note. And now we're gonna be hearing music change constantly as I turn in these quests. I wonder if it'd be interesting to not see the mouse move around on the screen. Instead, yeah, exactly. Oh wow, I have to do part of the crystal tower. Oh wait, I've already done this. Interesting. Am I missing something? Maybe there's like a trial or something I need to do. Did I do World of Darkness? Hello, Mirla. Yeah, just casual loafing. World of Darkness. I wonder where I get that at. I'll have to look it up. Oh wow, Marauder, I haven't seen that yet. The final one in the Duty Finder. Maybe I haven't unlocked it yet. There are a few ones that I haven't done yet. Thank you, David. Orange and fiery. It keep me cozy. Yeah, I've done both of these, so maybe I'm missing one of the wings. Sleep well, Yarla. It may work. It was smooth. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. The piano. It'll be fun to hear it. Okay, now I'd look at World of Darkness. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess I thought maybe that was a quest not worth doing. You know how there's like tons of quests that people don't even queue up for, so you have to do it at like a later time. Thank you for letting me know. I was looking it up, but it's quicker reading what you said. Nice piano music. Also, for those that are interested in slice of life anime, like kind of calm ones, the Laid Back Camp series, they released like a little teaser, and pretty much 2027 is when the next season or show or whatever for that series comes out. But it's made, I believe, by a different studio. And I'm using like the earlier seasons artwork with like the later ones or season 2. It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. So it's called like your yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but it also seems to be translated to laid back camp. Oh, unknown. I wonder if they're queued for it as well. World of Darkness. Well, now I need to see if anyone's up for it. Wow, their armor is really clean. Oh, nice. Abigail is joining too. That's so funny. Marauder said that unknown seems more naked with all the armor on, because we're so used to seeing him with just the skirt and the, like, shirtless vibe. Okay, I believe that's everybody that's online. Yay. Alliance raid parties are one thing, 2 healers, 5 DPS. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, that's pretty neat. Oh right, but it probably groups you into multiple alliances, I believe. So I'm a tank for our group. And then 1 or 2 of you could heal. Unless you want a DPS, which is fine too. I'd say if you'd like to heal, then you should heal. And whenever you're ready, I'll do a ready check. Wow, just like wow. Slash ready check. Oh my goodness, the instant queue, let's go. I don't know. I feel like I've done this maybe in the past, but I don't know. Oh wow, Chocobo Airport. Yeah, where we can use our rave lights as, like, landing strip guides. There's probably some sort of airport style thing in the game. And then you get the DPS that are like AFK because they've been waiting so long that they're not even at the computer. And unfortunately, you know, they miss out. Abigail and Unknown. And yet again, 1 DPS that's just, like, barely hanging on. They're like watching YouTube or doing something cultured. Okay, I guess I'll watch the video to this. Maybe I shall be like starting before the video finishes. But maybe it will lock people. Oh, okay, yeah. I've done this one before, never mind. I guess you have to anyways to get to the second expansion. Don't forget your food buff. Trying to get that square. I'm guessing you have to hold them separate. I'm gonna say to get all this off. Although, you know, there probably won't be much communication. Oh dear. Well, that's what happens when the fight just rushes in. With very little prep. Already literally has somebody down. And I have some sort of like stun on me. And we have ads over here. It appears that I have aggro. That's pretty funny, a Japanese gremlin. Wow. That's pretty interesting. That's the interesting way to put it. You know, there's they watch the blue site and then they come here. I wonder if it's kind of like a cultured experience a little bit different from those that maybe don't watch the blue site. What's going on with these platforms? Okay, so I have something. These platforms seem important. Very interesting. I wonder if I have to destroy one of them, just one at a time. With that heal, I don't know what that does. Yeah, that's what happens when there's like literally no direction as to what is happening in the fight. Oh wow, looks like the Super Smash Brothers hand. I don't know what these little things are for. And also, I have no idea what that split is about either. Jarring, maybe. Oh wow. I died. I only got like too many stacks. Yeah, I actually did go into the dark instead of the light, because I had a feeling that mechanic may work like that. But whatever those stacks were, I got too many. I will avoid the gaze. With gaze attack, okay. Oh dear. Something just wiped me out. What the heck? Also doesn't seem to be any moment in which they talked off. Also, it appears that you get a debuff when you get res. I looked at the gaze attack and got down. How interesting. I didn't see a charge timer or like any sort of spell casting or gaze, but maybe it did pop up. Maybe I need to adjust the boss bar to be a little bit further down. Okay, there's gaze. I gotcha. It all makes a little bit more sense though. A little overkill with my potion. Wow. Well, the healers did phenomenal on that. What the heck? Great job, healers. Wow. Yeah, so now I realize that the eye icon is how you see something like gaze. And of course, many here have done this like 1,000 times. I never know with some of these if there's ever a taunt off mechanic. Ancient flare, interesting. lots of mechanics, but no one brings them up. Yeah, well that seems pretty typical for any sort of looking for raid style activity. Certainly a lot of spell effects going on. I know you can, in the settings, reduce how many, like, friendly spell effects that you see. I imagine a lot of them are even necessary to really see. Wow, that is a pretty cool looking boss in the area, too. I like the simplicity of this raid. Of being able to just run straight to the boss. Okay, I see that they take them towards the edge. Probably for that coral attack. Unless it drops like fools. Interesting, there's like some stuff going on. We have a stat mechanic. I don't know if using tanky debuffs helps or hinders that process or makes no difference. Like, I'm wondering if damage reduction for stack phases is useful or a waste. Interesting, something's happening. A bunch of ads. I don't think there are any damage meters in this game, so unlike WoW, there's not like a bunch of competition for damage meters. It's pretty much just like, it's the mechanics, right? You know, which is nice. It's a refreshing change. Obviously, it leaves way for some performance to be varied. Avoid, so in the next fight, avoid purple or gastric juices. And if I do get track, then go to the purple juice and get eaten. Do not be there unstruck or you will die. Okay. Iced silence. Okay, someone used the limit break. I like that the sound of limit breaks are larger. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I do somewhat recall that there had to be multiple groups doing different things. So we're Party C or Alliance C. Party C is usually who does the chains. A, B belly, C chains. Okay. I'm gonna assume we go over here. What the heck? I'm guessing this is not a boss. More so just a connector point. Interesting. Wonder if we were supposed to touch that pad. And yeah, the fight is pretty nice looking. Interesting. Dingle. Okay, it's Everest. Well, no one's talking, so I guess we'll do the chains, whatever that looks like. I'm not sure. Interesting, it's targeting me for some reason. Brakes or chains. Okay, I'm guessing you have to click while it's chasing me, so someone needs to hit those chains. Okay, good, they taunted off. Okay, someone's getting eaten. I need to turn the boss because people are standing in front of it. Plus it's eating from the purple. There's also another little area. So they need to be chained while they need to be like subdued. Okay, now's the time to do the chains, I believe. Oh my, this is pretty neat. Wow. This is crazy. That was pretty cool. Okay, let's see. What are these? Oh dear. And you just avoid them. Okay, now we're like dodging. That was interesting. I don't see any ads. I think they broke their chains, but they are now broken too. Nice. On to the next line. Wow, Bowser's coming out. Darkness. Oh wow. Here we go, already in it. You get a marker at the start of the fight. Start running. Multiple hits are going to chase you. When dark clouds appear, kill the clouds before they are absorbed. Actually 3 fields of your parties are supposed to divide between them, but just make sure people are in each one to kill the cloud. I don't know how many have to stack, or like if it helps, or if just one. Okay, the clouds. Nice. Oh, there's more. The viewer requires 1 person to hit. Okay, so stacking it really is pointless. There's no like good damage mitigation. The Andrew orchestra's going hard. Oh, okay, John. See, that's good to know. Nice little AoE moment for the healers. Yeah, this is probably when we split up. Oh dear. Yeah, we're a little spread out, but I should have gone over to the other one. There's a limit break. Huge damage. Wow. Oh my goodness, what a finish. The limit breaks are so loud. Okay, yay. Another big ooga booga. I had to get that player combination before everyone leaves. I didn't even realize. Ooh, wow. Okay, this part's interesting. I thought it'd be longer. Oh wow. A pet. Or a minion. I usually just add the faded music to the company crest. Like we have a collection going. Artsy wall. That went pretty good. Oh my goodness. Why am I getting so many of the loot? Yay. Okay, now we have to be really close to going to the next expansion. That's so wild. To go from talking about playing this game to all of a sudden now there are players with LVT next to their name. Like, that's crazy. The Crystal Tower quest? I feel like maybe I've done them, I'm not sure. Whoa, that's a crazy no. And thank you for the art. The LVT effect. Ooh, you got a Cloud of Darkness card? Oh wow. I know what I will be running when I'm high level. Get the cards. It's literally like a shark. What the heck? What the heck? Thank you, Maggie. Beep boop. You as well. And today has certainly been a day. But another day, another opportunity. With more steps ahead. Oh wait, there might be more. Oh dear, there's more. Oh my goodness, I might be going back into the raid. Now do the raid again, but on hard difficulty. I don't know, we will see. Yeah, like the stream title, the grind never ends. The music though. Yeah, exactly. Finna. Okay, wow. Just talking to someone and then running back. Look at that now. What the heck? It was like a Draenei elephant. They must be running it to like collect something, I don't know. Maybe the card. Angie Moninoff was vibing on the piano, yes. Hello, Chris Morton. The grind never ends, both in-game and real life. You know, that's sort of why I put the title, like a double meaning. Or, you know. Crystal Tower is also a deep dungeon later. Interesting. What the heck? What the heck? And they're literally hanging on the side. Oh my. It has a mount special? What the heck? This is wild. I guess this is when the developers realize they have free will. Or like creative freedom. To some degree. Hello, Ricardo. It costs 50 million to buy. 50 million gil to buy the gold version of that now. Oh my goodness. We'll never have that now. You never know. I mean, if you really wanted it, you could get it, but you probably don't want it. That's probably why you will never have it. Oh my, that one's huge. What the heck? A large housing plot, that's crazy. I think sometimes why I enjoy the music turn off too is because I switch areas so much that it's kind of nice to have more gradual transitions instead of constant bombardment of new horns and trumpets and instruments constantly switching around. Based on a mission, not an area? I'm not sure. I feel like both ways are good solutions. Yeah. They both have their ups and downs. Wow, wait, there's like actually people hanging out. What the heck? And two of them are auras. They're level 100. Wow. The Mecha Dragon is a collection though. You have to get all the Savage Mouths of Shadowbringers to get it. Oh, I see. Okay, the name of this quest is Come, but not Gone. Okay. Also, there's someone named Lobster Doge. They have a nice, like, character style. What the heck? Hello, Cryo. It'd be so funny if they were players that just stand around waiting to receive Gil. But I highly doubt it. And they're probably not even at their computer. Oh, I see, Jossie. Oh well, they weren't available. Oh well, I got the pet. What the heck? Oh, I got Cloud of Darkness too. The card. Oh wow, I have some silver chocobo feathers. Welcome back, Bruiser. Okay, wow, they look amazing too. What the heck? I like that outfit too. That's a really amazing, like, starter outfit. That is such a nice outfit. What the heck? Amazing. I, sent them off with a little message about enjoying the game and going at their pace and all of that. He said you have the ARR and Heaven's Ward mount. Stormblood Savage raids are very difficult or impossible to solo due to mechanics. Oh, interesting. Oh. That's funny, Corpus. Yeah, every time you go AFK, now you risk a random player coming up trying to trade you gil. Or just money in general. They'll try to give you a no while AFK in the saucer. That's pretty wild. I didn't know you could trade no. I picked up a bottle. Okay, yeah, I'm sure this is pretty deep.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed
His voice
spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ool has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
She has a cute design. Okay, we've been teleported. And we go back to the city. Yeah, my leveling journey in when I play an MMO is not a glamorous one. It is basically just ripping through the quests. It's sort of like mind-numbing in a way. Oh, I jumped on there too. Chill music and then a bombardment of horns and whatnot. Wow. I like the rain sticks. Wait, what do we have going on here? I feel like this could be like a trainer card. Crusader bedchamber. Oh wow. Very extravagant.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived. Pray, come in, and take your ease.
Okay. I bet it is a really lovely scene. Oh wow, golden saucer? No. Voice acting jump scare. Action jump scare. Someone's been murdered. There's dragons. There's fire. There's soldiers. There's betrayal. There's mystery. There's action. I came prepared. I was already dressed for the battle. Okay, I'm looking around. I'm searching. The music's getting epic. I found Pippin. Mary must be nearby. I think we're about to fly to like the next expansion or something. Oh my. No, never mind, we're still here. We're getting closer. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot that I got this mount. When we farmed it from Shiva. A little bird. It's very possible something happened to the Lalafell character. I feel like accepting and getting through the quest, like accepting them and skipping the dialogue, it feels almost like a rhythm game or something. Like I'm trying to click as fast as possible. Even in the chat, it says it's recommended you set aside sufficient time to view the cutscenes. Because, you know, they're probably pretty epic. Here we go. We did it. We did it. And wow, the amount of probably really emotional and really interesting cutscenes. That's amazing, and really props to those that get to experience that fully. Wow, amazing. Ooh, thunder, here we go.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Okay. Well, I don't really have a lot of, like, I didn't play Final Fantasy 14 like a whole lot. I played a decent amount. I got the Heaven's Ward on my previous account, but it wasn't anything like the experience I have with you all. I just want to raid and do dungeons and whatnot and vibe. Wait, where are we? Okay, yeah, we're still here. Okay, now we are going to the next area. Also, I see that I have a new paladin quest, which I probably will go and do after I unlock this area. Every time I see the spy, it reminds me of Dark Souls. Okay, we're going to Ishgard. aka Ice Crown.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
I wonder if this location was here, like the gate we went through. I wonder if it was there from the beginning. Like, they knew that the next expansion was going to take place there. I wonder if it was there from the start, or if that location was added. like somewhere during the first expansion.
Shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last...
Oh, that's interesting, Marauder.
Her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses.
Okay, yeah, that's big. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. See, come on. This is a lot more exciting. What the heck? That was very sweet. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Wait, do I have any celebratory things? Wow. Let's see, how can I do that? Oh, never mind, I only have the right. Oh wow, they're shot. Oh my. Now this is fun. Wow. He has the moai. Oh wow. The left sent a little star at me. Oh my goodness. The love taking a photo. Now for another month of grinding, yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. I will say though, it will be interesting once I'm reaching past points in this expansion that I have already done in the past. I'll start experiencing like new areas and whatnot. That'll be different for sure. Okay, well, back to the grind. Enough loafing around, yeah. Starblood areas can be a trip. I'm guessing that's after this expansion. Okay, now I have to go and collect all the little areas. Oh wow. Abigail posted a screenshot of her first Heavensward with friends and Discord. Wow. Wait, there's a bar nearby? Interesting. Also, you can't mount here. I guess just like the other cities. Okay, it's where you can become a machinist. just going and collecting the teleport areas. The machinist, I believe, has like a gun, I believe. Like steampunk kind of vibe. Let the clan HUD begin. I probably don't even need that. But it is for like a HUD board or something. Sure, that was pretty relevant when this expansion was new. Rest well, Bruiser. Machinists use guns and flamethrowers and can summon a combat drone. That's pretty wild. I wonder if that was Dark Knight, you dark spectacle. What's your sign? Maybe that's astrology. Astrologist. Another very Dark Souls sort of vibe area. Or even Bloodborne a little bit. This is a pretty beautiful little spot. Anwar Londo. Buddha, yeah, Bloodborne. It's gonna happen. I mean, I literally have it ready and installed on the PS5. Hello, Agni. Music is pretty nice. Foxsmith has an apartment here. Nice. I like in the district around here. Yeah, very beautiful area. Really good for photography too. Okay, now I realize once you become attuned with everything, it gives you gate teleport access too. He said the Forgotten Night. Oh my goodness, a ninja mask. Let's go. Sort of. Fancy Pants house. They are mere NPC cousins to me. Not cousins really, but just NPCs. A means to an end. A real lacking life. Though I'm a little bit joking. I've also been here in the past, but seeing it now, it feels different. The name of the tavern is Foundation. Wow, this is cute. A good place for a break. The little kettle noises are key. Yeah, no crashes so far, that's true. Interesting. Wonder how you can change the pose. I wonder why I won't do it. You. Okay, enjoy your break. Okay, I totally forgot to change the time of day. I always forget to like unfreeze the time of day so that I could progress during the break. Unfortunate. I hope you enjoyed your break. I will say I am definitely looking forward to returning to Hollow Knight or Silk Song, really. Yes, I enjoyed my break. I hope you enjoyed yours too. And hello, Twilly. Do I think I'm close to the end? I don't think so. I also hope that I'm not because I commissioned. I believe their name is NT Raccoon. Let me just double check. Okay, I have streamer mode on, so I can't fully see it, but I see their name. I believe NT Raccoon. I commissioned them. They reached out recently, and I commissioned them for some artwork. Two of which are for Silk Song thumbnails. However, if I beat the game before I receive the art, then oh well, I'll just share the art. But yeah, Silk Song left. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV does have nice music. Of course, some of it can get like really action-packed and whatnot. Rock music and whatever. I believe the Fender shows up right here eventually. And yeah, just a reminder for those that may not be aware. Wow, oh my goodness, they're actually at the bar. What the heck? What the heck? The Marauder has like a nice little like tavern fit going on. Yeah, they have their casual clothes. Oh my goodness, this is cute. What the heck? I did not expect to see this. The LVT repopulation program. I wonder who sells the drink. Oh wow, they're a triple triad person. But apparently I already have the cars that they have. Oh, interesting. Or they will become one. I think that's like a little minion that I got earlier too. I don't know how they're drinking. Wait, is that like a command? Oh wow, toast. Wait, did I do it? Apparently, I don't have that emote. Hello, Lacer. They're looking at us. It was such a, like, interesting look. Okay, so I had to buy those and all of that. Okay, like the cheersing emote. That's such a cute outfit. What the heck? You wish I appeared in the lower right of all YouTube videos? While you were just watching like a how-to video and I'm just like, wow, do you see what they did there? Don't forget, you need to push the thing into the thing. The high band. Okay, I was doing something. Oh yeah, quest. Would you prefer if an angel like talked through the media you were watching? Or would you prefer that they were quiet, like if it's something you'd never seen? Or like a little chatter? Desktop assistant games? Oh, I've never downloaded one of those. The repopulation program is real, yes. What the heck? I love that outfit. I was reading what Lacer said. Okay, now we're going to another zone. The first questing area in this expansion. Back to ground now. Thank you, Lisa, for the memberships. No more Arava. After the self membership. This is a pretty nice area. I wonder if these flowers were added. I recall this zone, but I don't quite recall it looking quite like this, but maybe it did. Oh wow, you can fall off the bag. Seasonal? I don't know if it's seasonal. It might just be how the zone was, but I was told that the game received some graphical updates and some areas got updated. Oh, combat. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, I will be dealing with a move, and so I will be having to redesign my entire VR setup, possibly design a brand new and upgraded hand cam area, like a larger hand cam setup, even with like a separate rig. So even though there's like big challenges ahead and you know all the things that come with moves and whatnot, I do believe there will be some positive things to come about too. Third hand, what do you mean? Oh my, I think I understand what you mean. The hand cam table is going to go from white to eggshell. Well, I will make sure to keep it white. I'm considering like buying some new tables, but also either the tables will already be white, but more than likely I will probably stick to covering them with like the construction paper or like presentation paper, because I like the fact that it's replaceable. Like if it gets really dirty or messed up, thank you. I'll try to not really let any new stuff affect our time, but I'm sure there will be some moments where it will. Yeah, technically, Lisa, I could totally do some sketching. Oh wow, they put in the, what the heck? I just jumped without even looking. Did you miss anything cool on stream? Not really, I'm just in the second expansion now. Don't tell me all the tables are white. Actually, yeah, I was considering some white tables. Probably still cover them with paper. I could also do black. Oh, I attacked the wrong one. And actually, black might be a little bit better for hiding scratches and blemishes and whatnot. But also, if I'm using like construction paper and whatnot, or presentation paper, then I don't really need to worry too much what color the table is. I love it over. And thank you all for the hearts. Alright, now I am just doing main story quest, which is pretty much the main thing. Like, do that all the way to finishing the story, and then enjoying, like, the raids and content like that. That's really the main thing that I'm working towards. And sort of enjoying the vibe too along the way. Like, you know, being in these new areas is nice. Yeah, that horse fell over. That horse was a mount that I got from my Shiva on extreme difficulty, I believe. But we weren't able to find enough people for a full group. So we had Jansi and Shocknock and others switch to their high level, so they could just, like, one-shot it. Feels great to explore, yeah. You can see the horse is kind of icy too. Whoa, that's a rock. Wow. Oh wow, that's UH. Yeah, there are multiple versions of this horse with like different elements you can get from different bosses in the first expansion of the game. Undead Nightmare? What's that? Is that a game? Red Dead Redemption, but zombies. Interesting. Oh yeah, the level 30 conjure quest. Okay, yeah. I forgot about that one too. Wow, the horse literally just ran off. And psyching them up. Beautiful sunset. Wow. Oh my. Konnichiwa. I do have Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know when I will play it. Why is Sue angry? She's psyching them up. That's a psychic emote. My Little Android seems like it's already the name of the story. Open Red Dead Worlds. Oh yeah, I bet it's so much. MMOs. Look at that beautiful sunset. Wow, that is really nice. Yeah, hearing the piano certainly makes me want to tap away on one. Every time you think this game presents you with a favorite environment, it throws a new one. Yeah, that's good. Even some zones that seem like they are kind of meh can have beauty. That was beautiful. That sunset. Yeah, hand can. Maybe one day there'll be a little bit of, it would just be like improv though. I don't necessarily know really how to play. It's always such an interesting experience or feeling when you commission things. You have like multiple commissions going on, and yet you don't really hear from anyone like updates all that often or at all. And yet you feel that deep down they will come around. I certainly have things I need to come around or follow up on as well. As doing piano videos? I'm not sure. Maybe on Twitch. I really don't know about YouTube. I'm sure people do. Yeah, classes. Yeah, that's true. It seems like a reskin and a shrink down of the creature we fought earlier in Realm Reborn. Reusing assets, dead game. Feels like I would be fighting like a big boss in Elden Ring here. Those can be called remixes and avoid copyright. That's interesting. On Archive, that's true too. I haven't done that yet. I do like those moments when the music stops. It's nice. Yes, we're choosing one of the darker outfit rewards. Like the third one. Oh wow, Arava. That's wild. That'd be crazy. The archive, non-archive channel. Yeah, give the ambience time to shine. I agree. I really feel like this game has to have a problem with bringing in new players. I mean, a lot of MMOs have very similar problems, but I feel like this one is no exception. I imagine it's pretty grueling to get players, like a new player, to really enjoy and go through the story without feeling like they need to rush to catch up to where everyone is. I feel like players that actually stick it out and reach next level or complete the story in a game like this, they either really like the story, have a lot of time on their hands to casually enjoy it, or they enjoy sort of like a means to an end, you know, just like they want to do later content so they know they have to get through this grueling experience. You enjoy the story and you have a lot of time to enjoy it, like at a casual pace. Nice. Oh yeah, honestly, if I wasn't trying to get to the end, to play with everyone, like in a race and stuff, like that challenging content, I would probably have not picked this game back up, just because I'm so disinterested in the questing experience. I don't know, sometimes it is apparent, but I don't really find questing that fun, like the MMO questing experience, partly because I understand a lot of its design, and have, you know, also had my experience with WoW, where I've done that really long, grueling grind multiple times with multiple characters. I've also seen this part of the game in the past, so that adds to it as well. It gets really stale, yeah. Like, compared to playing Silk Song, this is just like autopilot in a way. We're playing Battlefield. You've considered playing this game? Well, I don't think that you have to have an intimate knowledge of the mechanics or the story. You really can sort of learn as you go. In-game results in mindless grinding. That is true. In the dailies, yeah. Well, you know, this does kind of bring me to a topic that is pretty important, and it's why do you even play MMOs, you know? Obviously there's different reasons. DC Universe Online, interesting. Some of you know that I have really fought for a while to sort of like not play an MMO. Like I've had the desire to do so, but I've also been very reluctant to do so. Because I have experience with it, I have knowledge with MMOs. And so I understand what it requires to really dive deep with it. You play for the company, you know, like the shared happiness. Yeah, that's understandable. And yes, I have actually played a little DC Universe Online. Not for very long though. That was pretty short-lived for me. I think it was more just trying it out, but yeah. I should DC Online game, but not Helldivers too. Wait, so there's a Helldivers 1? It must have been pretty popular. Yeah, DC Universe Online. I did not play that very long. It was really just like pretty basic, my gameplay of it. I'm on the Empress. Oh, Fantasy 14, yeah. Oh, there was one was a top-down shooter? Interesting. Yeah, the escort quest, yay, they're the best. They're so exciting. Empress, I don't know that I've seen your name around here. Maybe you've been lurking. I see, Empress. Yeah, like I've really been enjoying the manga. You know, deep down, I've had the desire to play an MMO. However, every single time I go back to an MMO, I start to remember why I don't play them anymore. Not that I'm not enjoying them, or that I want to, like, the desire to sink and tons of time into it is there for sure. Yeah. There are so many other games and experiences that I enjoy as well. Whereas before, when I played MMOs, it was like the end-all be-all, the only thing that exists, pretty much the main point of living. Hello, Bob's legs. The VR MMO. I believe there are actually already kind of lightweight versions, maybe even in the VR chat now that they have persistent, like, world data. Some things actually change. Well, you could say, like, how water or wind can erode a rock over time, changing its shape or its size. Okay, I did this, I believe, the last time I played, but I want to travel. Oh wait. Oh wow, you can actually get there from a different entrance. Guess I'll just teleport back. FFXIV encourages break. Yeah. I guess there's a sense that you want to, like, for myself, get caught up with the MSQ, and then it allows for, like, break time between. But then I would feel inclined to switch right to raids and whatnot. So that there's almost never a break with the way I could potentially play. Farming mounts, farming minions, farming triple triad, farming golden saucer. Vanish to the land lines, that's not gonna happen. Although it's very tempting, like just the thought of my journey. In between the Gabona, there's Cozy, yeah. Oh wow, this took us to the next area. Okay, yeah. There's like 2 different questing areas when you first start this expansion. Okay, so I actually took a picture here on my first account. I'm gonna pull up that photo and show you on stream. Okay, are you ready to see? This was my character the first time I played. I edited that photo. But yeah. Kind of wild. You know, part of why I actually took some of these photos beyond wanting to just enjoy the photo taking, this was a few years ago, was because I joined a free company. Like they invited me some players I know in the game, and they invited me to their Discord. And so for a brief period of time, I partook in like their photo contest, and I would submit like my own photo, and they had like little rewards for winning like gil and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and then from the previous, like the city we were just in. Yeah, I do have a little folder of edited photos. Okay, now I'm just getting sidetracked, looking at the photos. I did enjoy my bunny, but then eventually I was sort of like annoyed with always having the ears, and I kind of longed for the smaller build characters, like the cats. I never expected to be an aura. I really didn't even think about them existing. But interestingly enough, I had the base of this character saved as a Pierce preset called Angel, and I just changed like the hair color. It was like black and red, and yeah, I was really surprised. Oh wow, Mo Lightbringer, and if you can hear me, they're in the free company chat saying that they have a code from a physical lore book, the Eorzea Encyclopedia. That's interesting, and that they might be able to redeem the code for like loot or something. I don't think things like that expire. I love potato. Ooh, wow. That's the chess piece for like the ninja look. Interesting. Ooh, that's pretty nice too. Wow. Okay, yeah, we're gonna work towards the ninja one. How much of the story? Well, so last time I played Hello Javelin, I'm not sure. The last time I played was a few years ago, and I was questing in this expansion. I definitely was in a different zone. I don't know how many zones different, but I was definitely in another zone. And the first time I played, I used a character boost, even though, like, I was in the second expansion, and I used a character boost, so I had like a level 90 or something white mage that I was already leveling. And I knew that was a bit of a mistake for me as I wasn't as familiar that I should probably level up the long rolling way. But instead I switched to being a paladin and began leveling as a paladin. Now, of course, if you're more familiar with the game, then I think boosting is not a problem. It saves you a lot of time. Heaven's Ward has some pretty good writing, I'm sure. I really don't know the best way to put it, but I feel in my life it has enough interesting components to it or aspects to it that I don't really get much value from these stories. There are some games like Signal that I really dive into the story, or Me-Side, I enjoy that too. I think too there's maybe time constraints and maybe levels of what someone might call stress that makes it so I'm really not able to sink into these stories. Also, there's another layer that I don't think gets talked about enough, and it's excitement. Being excited about working on certain projects and basically every single day having a new opportunity to push the bar forward, to try something new, or to work on an innovation, or just to continue the progress on a story that I'm working on already. Well, there's only one teleport in the sun. Wow. I wonder if they still have this thing where you have to travel around and view certain points or something in order to unlock flying eventually. I wonder if that's still a mechanic. Okay, this zone really has that, like, Dark Souls or Elden Ring vibe. Pretty nice. Even with the dark, snowy clouds. the ticket is folded and has a scissor on it. I'm reading what Emma was saying in the free company chat about the unlockable thing that they're gonna try. And like a book that they have, a physical book. Yeah, I am really curious to see if that item is going to be usable. He farms so many faith here for your relic weapon. So I take it you did it back when it was like newer content. Maybe. Wow, I'm actually getting hurt for once. I feel like I may need to turn down the combat. Down. Yay, the life of the tank. Oh wow, oh, and I was gonna upload a picture of the item to the server. I assume like the book and all that. One expansion lead. Oh, I see. But still, the grind is real. Especially because you level sync for Fate, so yeah. Interesting comment about me side. Yeah, I would say, you know, if I had an opinion on the matter about going back and whatnot, I'd say overall, I don't think I'd necessarily want to go back and redo choices and whatnot. Sure, maybe there are some that are regrettable. Yet, I cannot deny the fact that every choice, you know, has led to this moment, so I'm rather thankful in different ways, despite, you know, challenges and trials and tribulations. That would be any route. You could say that even like choices that brought you pain or others pain or, you know, something that made you feel kind of like bummed out, it brought you here in this moment, and maybe you wouldn't have been drawn to this moment. But maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. I'm not sure. Maybe it's really neither. I wonder how many are here based on YouTube showing a video or a live or a short, like as soon as they turn on the app. You know what I mean? Like the moment you turn it on. I wonder how many have stuck around from it being like a first impression, like boom, it just popped up and they're like, oh, what's that? Like how sometimes you see streamers or like videos pop up. Oh my goodness, this is so far out there. Interesting. Yeah, the hospital is certainly an entrance for many. You watch a lot of VR chat ASMR. I've certainly looked around a little bit recently just to kind of see what would pop up, and it was interesting. There's certainly a distinct difference between like the way that I make videos, but there are a lot of really good ASMR, especially like sound ASMR focused videos out there. A lot of affection, words of affirmation, you know, like positive affirmation like that. Oh wow, new side was how you found the channel. That's wild. Airborne vacation, that's interesting too. Oh yeah, bend over, that's wild. To try and convince yourself that it's you from the future. If you saw a previous you, a past you. The convenience store, wow. What's interesting too is if any of these recommendations have come about, like, after they were posted, like, not right after, but imagine you got recommended the convenience store one that's older, but you got recommended it, like, nowadays. Wow, that's very, you didn't make your first appearance until Monster Hunter? Oh my goodness, that's so far back, it's wild. Okay, I think this is a good stopping point for today. Made some progress, not like tons of progress, but a little bit of progress. And Bob's legs, I hope you take care. Bob's legs they are notorious over on Twitch, especially in the VR chat category. Like they're in many streams. They're a moderator for many as well. It's cute. Well, take care, everyone. Your algorithm is trained to find new VTubers every other week. It's not uncommon for your page to be full of debut streams. Oh, interesting. On one occasion, you saw one of my shorts. Wow, it's so wild. Hearts duo. Man, when that Waterdo project is complete, I think you all are gonna be shocked when I show up like wearing like other clothes and even have like higher res like textures like reflections and shine and even clothes, not just the hoodie, and even makeup too. Like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be crazy.